This is so dope, a man with a watch looking like he broke the bank, but he promised me he's not. He said he got started from his wife and a pop's watch, face so fat the band had stretch marks. It shines so bright that you can see it from Mars. Man, he blinded me, reflecting headlights from the cars. He's got to be a rapper, baller, or a movie star, but nah, he's too humble to be all of the above. So he said, my name is Trap. Oh, cause you bees in the trap. Nah, it ain't even like that, and he tilted his bull's cap. Introduced me to his wife, and she had one too. Wrist game so cold that she could build igloos out of nothing. They legit, they even bless their kids. Man, when they all stand in a row, they look like 4 Giotto rims. Tight like Tim's on a New York summer day. I just gotta be down, but he had to set me straight like
Yo, 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 what's happening, family? It's your boy Trap Vision 3D. Welcome to the show, which we're about to jump into it. Uh-oh, dropping stuff all over the place. But before you already know, before I get into what we're going to talk about today, let me get into these comments, man. Hemi, what's going on? I seen you over there. Hey, where is everyone? So if you guys are curious, if you saw early in the week, Kamon was going to be on today. However, we had to reschedule that program. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give us something today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about some stuff like what we doing tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. And yeah, we're gonna get into some other stuff. I got some watches I'm gonna show you guys today. But let me get in here, man. What's up, Hemi? He said I was early. What up, Cliff? Man, thanks for being here. All right, finally, I thought I was in the rubber room. Ad, what's going on, man? Thank you guys for being here, John. Gangy. And I will be dropping a link, man, because I actually want to hear, get some feedback on this, man. I want to get the feedback live. And my thought process is what we're going to talk about today is going to reflect what's been talked about as far as watches is concerned. I literally just watched a video a few days ago. So, you know, I'll do a lot of research. So I go to other YouTubers and see what they're doing. There's a female by the name of Jenny. She does a great review. She like, I kind of go to her, you know what I'm saying, because she's easier to listen to than some other people, you know what I'm saying. It's like she doesn't have an agenda, even though you can kind of tell what she kind of favors to. But some of the other YouTubers, man, be so deep into their love for a particular watch till I'm like, okay, what if I can't afford it? And which we're gonna get into that. Hey, Seuss, man, nothing up, bro. My wife hates COD. What's going on? Yo, Rob, what's going on, man? House of X in the building, you know what I'm saying? Dave D. One love. All right, I think I'm caught up on everybody. And no, Cool Gamers in here. My sis Trelise is in here. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to you all. Thank you all for being here. Most definitely thank you for being here. So I'm going to drop that link here in a moment, but let me just tell you what the topic is. If you're wondering, what the heck are you talking about? If you just saw that, yeah, of course, I used a Rolex and watch it today. I'll take it off so you guys can see it. I actually just was listening to the conversation going on in Fat Cat's collection. He was live and we were talking watches, and he said he didn't know that I like divers. Bull, y'all. Love divers, you know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of divers. I got like 48 of them junks, and I had more than that. Sold some, gave some out. Y'all know how I go. Luciano, what's going on? What's happening? So I'm gonna tell you there's 2 parts to today's, well, actually 3 parts. One, I already told you, because Kamon is actually rescheduled to Saturday, which will go live at 6 o'clock Saturday. Having a champion. The other part was I was looking at Fat Cat Collection's conversation about how it's complicated. Was talking about the Batman GMT. I believe it was GMT, and that was the actual thumbnail that I used. The actual watch rather. A fake Rolex versus a real Rolex, would you be able to tell the difference, and does it even matter? You know, so that's a question. And matter of fact, answer that question for me down in the chat. If you are into Rolexes, right? Or it just all right, I'll tell you what, because I know everybody's not into Rolex. If there was a watch that was over $5,000, that you know that whatever you make right now, you can't afford it. If there was a fake version of that or a replica of that watch, would you buy it? If it was like, okay, the watch you want, $5,000, and the watch that is a replica, $60, would you do it? I'd like to know down in the chat. And while you guys answer that, I drive past a Rolex sign on the way to one of our malls, and it has the Milgauss up there. Now, Ben Yar Watch Company, which is associated with Pagani, they have the Ben Yar, right? And it's, of course, is nowhere near. It doesn't do what it the Milgauss does. It just looks like it, right? And it's $60 on Amazon right now. I considered buying it because I actually like the look. There's like this green gasket or whatever. I don't know. It's like a green color within. You know what I'm saying? I just like the way it looks. If I had the money to buy the Milgauss, still wouldn't buy it because of what it does. I don't need to. I'm not diving for one. I'm not doing it. I'll go swimming, but what the Milgauss does and how it reads time and all this, I don't need all that. That's a whole tool watch. I'm cool. And I'm not paying it. I'm not paying over. I don't want to spend over $1,000 on a watch. Me personally. My wife hates COD. I don't buy replicas. I'd rather have a real watch from a well-known company. Okay. So let me put that up there. My cutoff price for watches is $2,000, and it better be straight. It better be for that kind of price. All right, Rob said he goes replica. Sup, everyone in the chat. Pro and Grand Divers are fire. Yep. I don't see Jesus. Is he blocked for me? Because no. What's up, Nathaniel Rich? How you doing? Don't buy replicas. I'd rather have a real thing. Yeah, I got that. I read that already. I feel you on that one. Let me tell y'all a story. When I was in Iraq, I actually bought a few watches that were replicas, and it was like $40-$50 or something like that. And I was like, oh man, it was dope. I didn't care if I tore it up because I wore it while I was overseas. I got it. My main thing was because I love watches. I said, I'm gonna get this. I may not make it back home, so I'm just gonna enjoy this little guilty pleasure of I bought 5 watches over there, and I was changing up, switching out, and some made it back to the States. No, 3 made it back to the States because I bought a total of 15 watches while I was over there. I bought 15. The rest of them were like completely destroyed doing missions and stuff like that. They just couldn't hold up to the pressure and all that. So let me see. It'll be the only thing I buy in months. What's up, Israel? Thank you for being here. Jesus is here. Afro Max, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Peace to the chat. Everybody speaking. I love that. Trap of all 9 watches. Hold up. Let me put this comment on it. Y'all see that? When I tell you this man right here is full of crap, stop it right now. You stop it right now. I feel people who rock replicas are trying to fool people into thinking they have more clout than they really do. My opinion, though. And you know what? I'm glad you put that up there because happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm so sorry, y'all. I had every intention of saying that. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yes. Thank you, Cliff. You are the man. But back to your comment. I'll tell you what. Who do you idolize? Who like? What's your inspiration for watch collecting? Because, and this is for everybody. And that's just one single person. For me, I mentioned this. My godfather actually got me. Well, I can say I can go back further than that. My mother and father I was always intrigued with the watches they wore, but again, they were adults, and I didn't think none of it. I was like, one day when I get older, I get a watch. But my godfather bought me my first watch, which had R2D2 and 3CPO on it, and I love that watch. I took care of it, and he told me, he said, if you take care of this watch, then you'll eventually get something nice. And when I turned 13, he got me my first, what we call a real watch, man. It was just a mechanical watch. He taught me how to take care of it and stuff like that. He had a size for me, and I loved that watch. Loved it. I wore the watch, oh my gosh, until it was, I don't know what happened to it, but I wore that watch through high school. Like, it may have got stolen, I'm not sure, but I enjoyed it. And that's who really got me started. Drop, I just saw a video on lab grown diamonds. Experts cannot tell the difference even when the magnifying. Okay, Luciano, I used to sell jewelry. And you know the difference? Do you know the difference between a lab created diamond and a regular diamond? The person that creates it, right? So Earth, God, if you will, it was created naturally, and it took a long time. Now, a lab created diamond is actually the seed of a diamond, a slither, right? It's pretty, I'm gonna just say the seed of a diamond, and they put it under the same conditions that the earth does, right? It puts all this pressure, but they could do it in 3 weeks. Now, the only thing is you don't have a third party involved. So there was no mining for it, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Or the third party's taken out of it, so that cuts the price in half. So you can have a 2-carat diamond that's from I don't know, just say Albert or somebody, I don't know. And that, let's say a 2-carat diamond, and it's SI clarity, and it's SIJ. And let's say the diamond is $5,000. Let's say $5,000. The lab created will be 1,400 or 1,500. Just cut it in half. Still a real diamond. It's still test as a real diamond. But going back to that one comment about some people do rock the fake ones, man, just for clout. They want to look the part. They want to show, hey, man, I got, you know what I'm saying, rocking money, stuff like that. And that can get you in trouble. That can get you in trouble, because if people think you got more money than you have, and you mess around and get robbed, it just depends on what circles you roll in. That's not always the case, though. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? Hey, hear me, you never disappoint, bro. Put me up. Got you. Yes, sir. Got you. Thank you. Everybody's celebration. Your dad gave you your first Invicta. That's dope. I think that's like so dope when you receive a watch from your parent or somebody that you respect and love. Really do. Everybody speaking to each other. Got to roll. All right, Cole. All right, man. All right, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, those of you guys that pray for my bro, Kyle. I would, man, as soon as I'm off here, praying. You know what I'm saying? He got a big procedure tomorrow. And you know what I'm saying? Like, my man, right there, bro. I'll text you. A lot of Rolex and Omega watches, billboards around my way. The prices must be really reasonable given the market. You know what? All right, so Luciano, here's the deal too: is if you got good credit, you can get a watch. You know, that's what it is. And I've just, you know, I've talked to some Rolex collectors. I know a few Rolex collectors, and all of them, they're all over the place in how they collect, man. It's like, I can't really pin it down and say, generally speaking, most Rolex collectors are like this. Now, I know what they seem like on here on YouTube. You know, you hear usually blah, 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 blah. And I don't want to get into the whole what's going on with the Rolex collectors on YouTube, but I know personally the people. One guy bought a Rolex because it's an investment piece. He said, if I keep this for X amount of days or years or whatever, it'll double in price or whatever the case is. And when I had a conversation with him, I was like, yo, well, what if nobody wants to buy that particular piece? Like, well, I'll have to wait until somebody does. But, you know, I'm not going to wear it. I'm going to put it up and store it. Where there was another guy that I work with, he bought one. Now he's into investments, and he said it's a great investment because when it first came out, the Rolex that he purchased, it was 6,000 or whatever. He bought it at 13, and if he decides to sell it in the future, it could be worth 18. Who knows? But I think, I mean, he wears it, and I believe he's going to keep that watch in his collection to wear it. Just, I guess it's like a sense of accomplishment. Yeah. And to that point, lab created diamonds, does not, the way they grow it, it doesn't have as many imperfections as a real diamond. Because a real diamond, when they cut it, is actually who cuts it. That's whoever cut it, they cut all those imperfections out as best they can. I'm good, and you? I respect homage over replicas. You know what? I will say this. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. 40 millimeter pro diver, right? Now, this is what I like. Okay, so basically, everybody, let's just get this out in the air. Rolex started the craze. I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I actually wrote it down. If you go on Google right now and you type in most popular watch brands, the first watch company that comes up is Rolex off top. And then I believe Audemars Piguet, Omega, Patek Philippe, Cartier, so on and so on. I think it was one before Cartier. But Rolex is number one. So when we're talking about homage pieces, we're always talking about the Pro Diver, not so much the Yacht Master. And the Yacht Master is pretty much a dressed up Pro Diver, or not Pro Diver, I'm sorry, Submariner. And that's what this is based off of, their design. But this is actually a Brito, which is, he's an artist. It's a number limited, got his signature on the back. But this is what I like about it, is because it's different. It shows off the artistic style of you. You know what I'm saying? And here, let me show you again. I purchased this one. This is all titanium, right? This is I guess it would be the Batman. It's not a GMT, and it comes with the NH35. And okay, it has a clasp that I'm not that crazy about the clasp, but once it's closed, who cares? It's lightweight. And if you are an Invicta fan, you already know Invicta watches are stupid heavy. Case in point, I'm going to tell you one that's really, really heavy. That bad boy right there. That sucker's heavy. But like I just said in the live a minute ago, I like some of the bigger watches, but I gravitate towards the to this. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Let me catch up to the chat. Good luck tomorrow. Blessings, man, bro. Blessings, man. Praying for my brother. Yeah, I got my boys into collecting one Invicta, my baby gorilla. On the one hand, I would only want the real deal, but on the other hand, right now, I'm wearing a cheap Chinese fedora hat because I can't afford a real expensive Stetson. All right, now, what's up, Scott? Now, does that make you less than a person because you wear, like, what if you wear a fake? Because I can't think of that one guy. He's a big time YouTuber. Man, when you say fake Rolex, he just goes into like this, he goes crazy. And what the best I can say is some people will never reach that point to where they can spend $10,000 on a watch. You know what I'm saying? And I get it if you tell them, hey, don't buy a fake, because, and I get why, like me personally, if it's a fake and it's being passed off as a real Rolex or a real tag or something like that, shame on the person that's doing it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's illegal. Buying fake stuff, that's illegal. Replicas or like the homage pieces, I'm for that. But I know some people hate Pagani because Pagani is a homage company, right? As well as Sterling. You know what I'm saying? Sterling does a lot of homage pieces, which I'm literally I'm looking at a Pro Diver that they have. It's 42 millimeter. It's $50, yo. It's $50. So I'm looking at that. Jesus. I like those watches that Zell and Macy sells. They are dope. You know what? You know the thing about why I don't like buying out of a department store is because if you ask the person there, they don't have a lot of knowledge on that. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be something that they take serious with their watches. Like if you're selling a watch, you should know something about it. Um, and that's a lot of times it's like, hey, they just know the price. They don't know what's in it. You know, it's like I went to a pawn shop, right? Went to a pawn shop and I said, hey, this is nice. I like this watch. And she said, well, the guy said it don't work. And I looked at it. I said, it don't work. He said, nah. So I said, how much you want for it? He said, give me like $20. It's yours. Bet. I bought it. It was a Pro Diver, automatic. He didn't even know that it was an automatic watch. Again, that was a pawn shop. It was a pawn shop. Now, if anybody try to hold me to that, whatever job I go to, and I know expectations, but if you're going to be taking stuff in, having general knowledge of stuff can go a long way. That's all I'm saying. You just missed out on some money because that watch should have went for, like in a pawn shop, maybe $80. So you cheated your company out of $60. You know what I'm saying? So my first Invicta was because of trap. You like Moissanite? Moissanite is dope, bro. Everybody speaking. They're trying to sell used watches. I mean, Rolex is way up there. And money cheapest Omega I saw was 43. The one I wanted, but this is 2019. It was $2,300. Now that watch, because of inflation, that watch is around 48, around 4,800. It's Cinco de Mayo. Majority of my watches are Pro Divers, amazing watches. I love Pro Divers. I got a bunch of them, which I'll show you guys here. Just finished sizing. Time is time, regardless of the piece. If it's nice, I'm interested. Okay, I'm with that. That piece will be around forever. Titanium, yeah, man. Huge collection. All right, Vic, what up? Can't stay long. Just dropped in for 10 minutes. Cinco de Mayo, K Trey, what's going on, baby? Tony Woe was in the building. What's happening? Much love to all. Go Rangers. Jesus. I bought a Boulevard Latin Grammy edition, which, hey, I liked it. Let me see the symbol. That's terrible. They better win tonight. Yup. All right. So I was doing some research today and I seen where of all of the watches that we talk about and what we aspire to get, there are a lot of Invicta collectors on here, but then there are a lot of, people like if you take Dave D, for example. Dave D has a collection that is just kind of range all over the place. And you guys will get to see that Sunday. But the price is one thing, man. And I want to keep in mind, I don't know if you guys was following the news. I was looking at today, the Fed actually went up. The interest rate has increased. They're trying to keep people from spending as much money because there's this thing called debt that our country's in. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. So they're trying to discourage people from, opening up new lines of credit to get some of the stuff that you want. And I know going to an Invicta event, and that's just one store. I'm not even talking about the Tissot store that I didn't even get a chance to go to, the Swatch store, which I didn't get a chance to go to. There are fans of all types of watches, and some people just can't afford them, so they are taking out lines of credit to get these watches. All right, so I was looking at this. They said GQ says there's 45 watches that every man should know. In the 45, I mentioned some of them. It was Rolex, you should know that. APs, Omegas, Patek Philippe, Cartier, Tag Heuer, Vacheron, Constantin, Panerai, Richard Mille. And since we're talking Richard Mille, Are you guys familiar with Richard Mille watch? Let me see what up. And my man, K Trey speaking. Clark, what's going on? What's up, Clark? They missed you in the chat the other day, man. Okay, tomorrow is Revenge of the Sith. Well, it's to be the 6th of May, of course. So wear your Vader pieces. All right, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Richard Mille. That right there is a Richard Mille. That piece, yes, you see it right there. The credit card is waiting for you. Yes, sir. That piece, very expensive. So let me introduce to you one of the newest pieces to my collection. Y'all ready? I don't think y'all ready. Oh, let me see in the comments. Let me see if y'all ready for this one. I know y'all hear the noise. I have to unbox it. I have to do all this other stuff. It's under protection. It's a lot going on. All right. So, guys ready? What's up, Dave? Dave, wait a minute. Dave, did you just say you only got one watch? Wow. Sweet square piece. You're not a fan of them. Okay. All right. But what you mean? You don't want to spend over 100 grand? So in this package right here, coming to you live, your boy's first Richard Mille. You feel me? Yeah, your boy went out and spent 100K. I spent like $150,000 on this thing, man. Minus 149,000. I ain't even spend that much. I got this watch off of Amazon, as a matter of fact. And you see the little tag and everything. I want to see what they look like in person. Producer Michael had one of these on his channel. He paid $30. I sprung for the $40 version. Quartz, of course, you can see that a little ticky tick. But my first impression of this thing is, I mean, it's cool watch. It's a nice little sports watch. This got 5 atmosphere water resistancy. So if I want to go swimming in it, it's like screws all on the back of this thing. So I mean, decent little piece. Decent little piece. I haven't even worn it yet. I was waiting to unbox it. I was going to do his own show, but I just wanted to show it now. What's going on? The Hume's Empire just walked in the building. Let me see. That jailbreak watch was held to size. Thank God for Tommy. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I saw it. I saw somebody do a review on it. And it's a nice watch. So this is, hold on, let me get the thing out. This is from a company called Mini Focus. And this has the instructions on how to set the time on your watch. And it has instructions and stuff like that all over it. Pretty, like I said, man, just, I don't think, it does have a date function on it. It does have a date, but it's very small. I will need my glasses. So the date function is like at the 4 o'clock, as you can see right there. And if Vic is watching, I haven't sized it. I haven't set it yet because I actually bought this, got this watch. I've been sitting on this for about a month. So that watch and the one I just showed you, that one was $200,000 or something like that. And 200K, man, like you'll see that type of watch courtside, you know, or you'll see Kevin. I don't know if Kevin Hart even owns something like that. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm doing good. House X. Okay, people still speaking. Yeah, Vic is, yep. Israel, Vic, that question's for you. Philanthropist Gangy, what's good? Yeah. I'm gonna leave that comment up there. Nice homage. Thank you, thank you. All right, so um, I got a chance to look at Chad Ocho. Chad Ocho was another reason why I wanted to do this video, is because he said, "Hey, so imagine you in a room with me. I'm like, hey, excuse me, what time is it, please? Do you know what the title was?" And the person there was like, "Hey, it's 7:15." And he looked, he said, "That was free, right?" He was like, "Yeah." Why are we spending so much money on watches? Why are we spending, he was like, he was just referring back to how cheap he was. And he said, what I look like spending $200,000 on a watch that's going to tell the same time as your $20 Timex. I mean, I have a $15 Casio. It's not up here with me now. It's in the back. I'll go work out in that watch. I've had that watch since last year, and I beat the brakes off of that watch. Beat it to death. Is PK coming through? Got to get that guy in the house. I'm not sure. I know he had a live. Trap, I'm up to 10 watches. What you mean, that you in your cart? You got 10 watches in your cart? Because if you're talking about 10 watches total, stop it. Stop it. You got a 15 slot dive case. I think you got a couple of them. Kev, where you at? 20. I know that. That's a lot of money. You going to the Rangers game next week? Jay Jones up to 10 watches in his car. Yeah, thank you. K Trey said, I'm so jealous. Hey, that's dope. So I've already asked the question, was like your influence. Who influences you to collect watches? You know what I'm saying? So I want to show you another piece right here. Give me a second. Show you another piece, man, I thought was wild. Audemars Piguet. That piece right there. Now, the price for that was last year. No, 2020 was $100,000. I don't know what it is because of the market actually went up. So I'm not sure. So what I did, of course, you guys saw this. I literally bought this watch during Christmas. And it's similar. And it's supposed to be the homage of the AP skeletonized. Don't even ask me what company makes this, because I got it on Amazon. And I paid $30 for this watch. And guess what? It's automatic. It's not screw down crown. I don't know if you hear that. You should be able to hear it. But now the thing come to life for $30. And you see, it's rough brushed finish, but unless you up on it, it feels like a $30 piece. You don't hear that jangly jangly? I haven't sized it yet, but that's what it looked like on the wrist. $30, man. I mean, throw that piece on and keep it moving. I love that Gerald Genta design anyway. I'm a huge fan of that. I actually have a Citizen in the back that was a gift, but the regular price for that Citizen is like $170. But I think you can get it probably like $130 if it was on sale. All right, let me see here. My divorce influenced me to start collecting. Hey, whatever's clever. It shakes like a $30 piece. I'm telling you, I've been divorced, not fun. Gets better though, brother. I love that encouragement. Could be worse addiction, K Trey. That's a box of 45, man. Watches don't cheat on you and leave you. So better try. Wow. What up, Joe? I want to be just like you. Stop it, Jay Jones. Stop it. You stop it right now. So, what's your opinion on collection? A lot of less expensive ones or one or two high end ones? My opinion, I want to get what I like. Um, Now, with that being said, I love the style. I love the APs. That's one of my favorite designs. Off top, if I could have a watch right now, it would be that AP Black Panther Tourbillon. However, that watch, the way it stands right now, costs more than my house. Uh-uh. And the only way I could get that is if it was a gift. If somebody gifted that to me, and I'm talking about it would have to be a celebrity. If LeBron James said, "Hey, you know what? I got a couple of those, man. Here you go." Just like I was reading online, and I can't remember what the occasion was, but Jay-Z had gifted out a bunch of Rolex watches. You know what I'm saying? For I can't remember what it was. I have to go back and look at it. He was courtside. Matter of fact, hold up, do I get that? I don't think I have it. No, I don't have a picture of it. But he was courtside. He was seen courtside with a rare. Frank Mueller made a. Oh well, it was a Rolex. I know it was a Datejust, and he took it and freaked it. He turned it to like a perpetual calendar moon phase monster. It was 101, and Jay-Z got it. I don't even know what the price on that would be, because you know what a Datejust would be off top. But like when you add all those complications, that watch is priceless. But yeah, that's the only way I'll be able to get the watch that I really like. But to answer your question, I would literally have to get a watch that I like. And right now, the Divers is my where I feel most comfortable and most happy with. So I mean, I would never get another one. Is I'm not spending $10,000 on a Submariner. Just won't. Even if I saved up or if I got credit to do it, I just can't do it. That's me. I just can't do it. I'm getting married to the most amazing woman on June 18th this year. I couldn't be happier. K Trey, that's dope, bro. You need multiple for every occasion. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. I'm Jewish, so I couldn't get divorced. I just gave my wife a gift, a grip of cash, and told her to split. What? He said, take the money and run. Boss move. Yeah. Not more than your house. Hey, look, real talk. I can't do that. I can't. I refuse. I refuse to do it. Um, and then too, here's the other part. Here's the other part about watch collection. I think is real ugly. Is the inspiration that people give out to actually obtain these watches. So when you say you should get this watch or you should get that watch, a lot of us on YouTube are reviewing watches, right? So for example, I haven't even shown this yet. This is the newest Pro Diver I had added to my collection. It's 47 millimeter. It has a Ronda 715 in it, and it comes on the reserve bracelet, right? Now I don't know the accuracy. I can't tell you what the accuracy is. I don't know what it is plus or minus yet. I will get that, but I got it because of the way it looked. That was the first thing that got me. I really wanted an automatic in this. I wanted like a Salida, even an NH35, but I just wanted an automatic movement because I'm not real big on to changing batteries anymore. I just don't want to. However, I got this during that the last event I went to when I was in Times Square, and I love this watch. I like the colorway. I have another one with the Salida 200 in it. And that's my thing is when I hear about these different movements, and I'm like, okay, what's so interesting about the movements? How is it going to change my life? How is it going to impact me? And it's like, if it's like the heritage of the movement, I said, okay, cool. Because I'm big into history. I'm big into like where it came from, how many watches it's been in. So though Invicta they got the Red Dot Award back in 2013. They also had that space thing where they sent like 12 or so watches up to space. They have a NASA watch They have a couple of collaborations with Marvel, DC, the Muppets. There's a number of watches that they have that may be considered significant, but for the most part, it's not as historic as, let's say, the Datejust. You know, Martin Luther King. I did that for Black History Month. Martin Luther King actually wore a Datejust, right? So it's like, oh crap, you know what I'm saying? It make you want to go out and buy that, possibly. I don't know. But then there's rappers. You know, I said Kevin Hart earlier. Kevin Hart has been seen with a number of watches. And please, somebody remind me of the guy's name that says God tier. That, and he absolutely, I know he absolutely hates Invicta. He he hates Invicta. He's like his garbage or whatever. But I can't remember his name. He follows a lot of actors and actresses that wear particular watches. And what's up, Tommy? Big Time's in the house. Trap like you. I've been buying more pro divers. That's where I'm at right now, Jay Jones. That's where I'm at. I really don't want to deviate outside of that. I like that it's a boat and it has all of like the glowy stuff all over it, man. What was it called? It was like, it went to like $130 the other day. Can't think of the name of it, but y'all know it's like a boat Zeus, but it just got the glow tubes through it. Hyperion, that's what I'm thinking of. Marvel all day. Yeah. Big Time Gang. What's up, Big Time Gang? Nico, yeah, Nico. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So Nico is really big. You know, it was some actor that had bought a fake Rolex and he told him it was a fake. And that's what he's most comfortable at, talking about some of his high-end stuff. And it's okay. I'm gonna say it's okay to be a Rolex fanboy or a Patek fanboy, whatever the case is. But everybody's not living in that zone. I'm just saying it. But I'll tell you the one thing that Nico did, and look, not picking on these dudes, but I was looking. Y'all ever heard of the Island Boys? I'm from an era where when we talking about hip hop and things that's catchy, I'm from an era, man. I came up through the 80s and the 90s, man. But the 80s, man, was just like amazing to me. Nico, love, yeah, Casio, he's always talking God tier. But Nico was picking on the Island Boys for a watch that they had on, man, and they just they irritate me so bad, man. So of course I normally don't do it, but I had to pick on the Island Boys real quick.
Stop playing with us, man. We just checked in with Ralph. Got big boogers. Yes, sir. Island Boys way, man. Stop playing. Cartier on my wrist.
Got big boogers.
Bruh.
Yo, bro, I can't mess with them dudes, man. That's like the biggest joke I've ever seen. I don't even know where they fall, what category they fall in. I saw them doing a promo like, hey, we'll come to your school and talk for 20 grand or something like that, or however much. I'm like, what? Yo, I can't fool with that. I can't. They slap away from being someone. Yo, hear me. They just trying to make it. Oh my gosh, man. I can't fool with them, man. I'm wearing a Pro Diver with a Pepsi bezel, black transparent silicone strap. That's dope. That is dope. The special needs island, that gimmick is getting them paid though. Hey, Tommy, I literally just got through watching a Netflix special about how I think it's called America Memes. How all this stuff, this gimmicky stuff, is just blowing up. It is the craziest thing in the world, man. It is the great. I don't even know how that is even. Panama City, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Welcome in. Wiley Hustle is in the house. Category. Cliff, you almost took me out, bro. Oh my gosh. Hey, so at this point, um, I want to drop the link and invite people up, man. What's up, Willis? Yo, yo, yo. I want to drop the link for. I want to get your opinion. I just want to get where your head is when it comes to like the watches aspect, and it could be jewelry and shoes too. But like, where do you stand with the watches? 'Cause there were some good questions earlier. You know, some people they won't fool with a fake watch. They don't mind the replicas, especially the homage pieces. I mean, because I think for the most part, I've seen some of the what do you call them micro brands. They do a great job with some of the homage pieces. So y'all know, and I don't have it in here with me right now, but I actually have another one of these watches in the back. You know what I'm saying? E-Guard watches. I got, and that thing's nice. I like it. It's smaller than this, man, but like the way it fit and feel, it's a great watch. I absolutely love that watch. All right, let me see. Be careful who you trust. The devil's once an angel. Yeah. Hey, man, bro, you about took me out, man. What? That's your girl, man, Jay Jones. Man, don't come here with that badge. Joe Crazy out pepper fakery. Okay, so let me ask you. If you were to wear a fake watch, what company are you faking? Are you going to Sew? Are you going with the big boy Rolex? Because again, I think Patek Philippe is older, much older than Rolex company. But dude, you can't even start a conversation without talking about Rolex. It's just not it. And I'll tell you what, buying replicas, us for supporting snakes. Homage. Yup. Uh-oh. Can he make it? I'm gonna bring my man up. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure you give a round of applause for my man, Jay Jones. I was trying to get you in, bro. I saw your face, and we was that close. Jay Jones, what I tell you? Go back to that chalk outline of yourself where the internet worked at, man. Jay Jones, come on, man. Come back when your internet is working right, man. Come on, Jay. Killing me, Smalls. Thank you for saving me. E-Guards, yeah. Oh, did I miss somebody that came in? Hold up. Let me go back. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. If you just got in, man, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're just having a conversation about watches. And especially I have a message too for you guys. Okay, oh, much love. Gotta run. Have a wonderful night. All right, K-Trey, much love. Thanks for stopping by, bro. If I had to, it would be an Omega. You know which one I would want? The 007. Yes, sir. Let me get that 007 piece. I'll be good to go. If I had to do a replica, which I am going to do the Pagani No Time to Die version. That'll be coming sometime. That's probably around my birthday, though. Godfather's in the building. What's up, D? How you doing? I don't buy homage or fakes. I buy the real deal or nothing at all. And you know what? Okay, bet. What? Okay, let me ask you this, D. What is one of your favorite watches that you own or something that you obtained that you want to obtain? Let me see who's this coming in. Uh-oh. This is a real treat, man. All I'm going to say is he's fantastic.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. How you doing, Godfather?
Hey, man, taking it one day at a time. You know how it goes.
Hey, Hey, you already know. So I know this is a topic right up your alley, man. You know what I'm saying? You a man that you got a lot of watches,
Yep.
and you take. I know for the people that don't know, he takes his time picking out the pieces that he wants. You know what I'm saying? So, Godfather, the watches that you have, would you spend? Or let me ask you this: what is your threshold for price? As far as price, how far would you go, and where would you not? You wouldn't just tread. You'd be like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Well, I guess it would depend actually on the watch.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, for say basic, normal, everyday wear watches, I'm looking at maybe about $150. Okay. If I want something a little bit dressier, I can go between say 2 to 400 at the high end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if the watch really smacks me in the face, and let's say the watch happens to be $700,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it will depend on how hard it smacks me. Okay.
Mm.
Now, if it smacks me into next week, brings me back, smacks me a couple of more times, then smacks me again to where I'm into next year, I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Okay, $700. I'm gonna get it. I'm going to wear it and everything like that. And I'm going to love it because it did that. Now, if it, it smacks me, you say, well, yeah, I like it. It's a nice watch, but $700, yeah, no. I'll depending on who has it, who's selling it, I'll wait for it to come down. If it's a numbered limited edition, the price is going to come down. Not a lot of people will spend $700 on the watch depending on what it is, So the price is going to come down. We have seen that with Shop HQ where
You're right.
number limited editions are one price, and then the following week they
Yeah.
drop down. Okay, so
Well, here's the thing, Godfather, and this has been said on other channels. Like in my research, I've seen when it comes to Invicta collectors, the
mhm,
biggest question is for all of the watches that you buy, and most collectors got more than 20 watches in their collection. If you bought 20 Invictus, that could be one Rolex or one tag or
true.
one whatever.
Yep. You're correct on that. Now here's the thing. Okay, do I want one Rolex? Do I want say an Omega, a tag, or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and when I look at the watch, how do I feel about spending that 4 or 5, $6,000 on this watch?
Right, right.
And depending on where I live, where am I going to wear this watch so that I don't get jacked? Okay. Now,
Yeah,
for me, I wear my watch under my wrist.
right.
Nobody's going to see that $7,000 on my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
So why
True.
am I going to spend that kind of money? Okay. If you're the type of person where it's on the top of your wrist, but you wear long sleeve shirts,
Mm-hmm.
wear jackets every day to work and long, covering it up, nobody can see it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, if you're spending that kind of money, who are you trying to impress? Most people, not all, most people who are blue collar workers like you and I,
Mm-hmm.
if you're spending that kind of money on something, you're trying to impress somebody.
I'm glad you said that because that's gonna put me right into this comment.
Yeah.
Panama City said, "There's nothing wrong with wearing fake jewelry. Just be true to yourself. Don't be a
Yes.
pretender."
Yes.
I love that. Love
Yes.
that.
So if you're wearing a fake Rolex and somebody says, "Oh man, you got a Rolling," you can get up there and say, "Yeah, but it's fake." That's being true to yourself. But if you
Mm-hmm.
try to play it off as being real, a watch connoisseur will be able to look at that and say, "Who are you trying to fool, man? That's fake."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All you had to do was tell me it was fake. I'm not going to judge you. It's not going to be any judgment here. I'm not going to try to play you. I'm going to be like, yo, it looks good, man. If you happy with it, by all means, back in New York, growing up in New York and Brooklyn, I actually had a fake Rolex. Okay. And we knew it was fake. You're not going downtown Brooklyn and buying a Rolex, for $10, $15. We already know it's fake. But we were trying to, play like we ballers, but we all knew, and if somebody that we respected came up to us, you young cats doing with a Rolex? Oh, no, this is fake. This is fake. Oh, okay, all right. We just make sure you ain't out there spending that kind of money for something that you don't need.
So in this comment right here, I respect that so much. I would love to obtain a Richard Mille, but wouldn't be able to get the real thing. I would feel like I was cheating myself by cheating myself with a homage. Now I respect that, like really respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell you what, I remember when I was a kid, I went with my mom to the toy store and got Transformers, right? When I would go to like my cousin's house or whatever, and they'd be like, hey, y'all go pick out some toys. And I come back with a real Transformer, and they'd be like, no, get that one over there. And it was like a $4 plastic. If you try to transform it, pieces go. I said, exactly. I much rather not have it. I'm good. Give me some gum or something or some chips. So I respect that. I do. I do respect that.
Definitely. It's all about being true to yourself and what you want. I mean, there is a Richard Mille watch out there. Jackie Chan has it. All right. Sweet. It has a diamond. I mean, it has the dragon and the phoenix on it. Has diamond with the tourbillon. Okay. And I looked that watch up and it's 1.5 mil. Yeah. Now I like it, but the fact is that's way, 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 way out of my price range. I can't live in that. Okay?
Right.
So having an homage to that for myself, I can live with that because I'm not going to try to portray it as a Richard Mille. Okay.
Right.
I'm going to portray it for what it is. And I'm going to say, well, yeah, this looks similar to this watch over here. So.
Hey, and Ad gave us a super chat. So y'all know what time that is?
Do the dance.
Right on, Ad. Thank you. I appreciate that. And if I didn't know any better, I could have sworn that somebody said Kay Lamar was in the building, and I see it. I see it. Kay Lamar, star. It was star. Hey, thank you for being in here. Greatly. You know what? I never take this for granted when you guys show up. I don't care if it was one person. I don't care if it was 45 people. You know what I'm saying? Or 1,000. 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna just say this: YouTube. If you want to go out and tell 1 million people I'm live right now, YouTube, go ahead and do that. Send 1 million people to flood in, and go ahead. Like half of y'all can subscribe, and we'll be like one of them channels, and we'll get to do this like from Godfather's house. Speaking of which, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
It's gonna be on. It's gonna be on, man.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's my first stream ever. Dude, this is about to be legendary. Boy, hey, and y'all just gotta stand by because some people like, what are you talking about? If you ain't figured it out, you will see. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You will see. Man, it's gonna be great. But you know what? I love that where people are saying, there's one part saying, hey, I have to have the real thing. I don't want nothing fake. Or I don't want a replica. I don't want this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I explore. And for that Richard Mille, I don't know what it really, I saw one in real life. And I could tell you, hold on, let me take this thing off. I saw the crown on that thing, very pronounced. This guy was a producer down in, I was down in Georgia, right outside Atlanta. And this guy gets out a G-Wagon, black G-Wagon. And I remember seeing him on YouTube. And I said, wait a minute, I've seen this guy before, but he produces music and stuff like that. And he had a Richard Mille. And his, if I'm not mistaken, I think his was the $250,000 one.
Okay.
And on this one, you can tell that the crown is not as pronounced as a Richard Mille.
Yep.
And I mean, it's cool. Would I buy another one of these? I mean, I haven't tested this one out yet. I'm gonna beat it up and see what's going on. I'm gonna wear it out. I'm gonna run with it like I normally do. and see how it holds up. Let's see at $40 if this was worth $40. But a Richard Mille, like if I had the money, would I get that one? I mean, because Richard Mille's expensive, bro. Like that.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Sheesh. Man, $500,000?
Nah, I mean, because of who I am and the way I am, okay, even if I had the money to spend, I don't know if I would spend that much money on a watch. Okay. And any watch that I get, I don't try to portray as something else.
Right.
Like, that, hey, pro diver, looking like a Rolex Submariner, but I'm not trying to, portray my Invicta as a Rolex. No, it's an Invicta, so let's see here.
Okay. Okay. He said, watches for me are about how it makes me feel. When I'm wearing a Rolex, it just makes me feel good. I know 99% of people don't notice, but see, man.
Yep.
Man. God.
Respect on that.
Mad respect. Because I'm going to tell you something. I put this on today.
Mm-hmm.
I was a happy camper. Y'all know I've been wearing this thing like the honeymoon phase ain't over with. I love this watch, man. Like this watch is so dope. And now I got this one in my collection.
Yep.
I don't buy watches based off of what other people may think of it.
No.
Now if you get kudos, if somebody's like, oh, that watch is nice, great. I'm gonna tell you something. This is a massive watch. This watch is huge, right?
Yes.
But when I bought it, I said, oh, that watch, I gotta have it. I like it, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't have Swiss quartz in it. It got the VD53 in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
This watch does it for me, man. And my John Gangy special, this watch is, man, it's one of my favorite watches, man. And you know the stories. We got stories behind these watches, man. Yeah. I remember when I opened it up and I about passed out. Like, I got my first Imperius timepiece from a man that's been collecting Imperius. And it's just the beauty behind. John has a love for collecting watches, but he has more of a love for people that just love him back. You know what I'm saying? He don't ask for nothing. And you could call him, you know what I'm saying, the 365 Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying, the man with the big heart, the man with the X-Wing. You can call him whatever you want. John Gang, 3 chains. At the base of it, if you have a problem with him, you just got a problem with life, bro. Like something's wrong. Because this dude gives so much, man. It just blows my mind, man. But like I have, and I can say, in my top 5 watches, at least on my top 5, about 3 in my top 5, John Gangy blessed me with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they mean more to you because somebody gifted them to you. Okay, it came from his heart to gift that to you. No, come on. We're not confusing homage.
No, we're not, bro. I can't with that.
But see, okay, come on. When I got that fake Rolex, you wasn't born yet, okay? So.
Oh man, I ain't messing with him, man. Oh my gosh, he gave me a headache.
Who we got? We got Jason that just came up in the building.
Jay Boogie.
Jay Boogie.
Let me see. Ooh, at $40 a pop. Hey man, you doing quick math. You doing quick math, brother. Jay Boogie. But you know, it's one of them things, man. Gang is the man. Yes, I give him that. But I have a number of pieces in my collection that are special to me, and they may mean nothing to the next person. And I believe I'm going to say this. In the beginning stages of my YouTube career, so to speak, I've had people fire at me for rocking Invicta. You know, I've heard other people talk about Invicta collectors, you know, and I used to come to the defense and be like, I'll be ready. Ah, you're a keyboard gangster, you this, you that. And I had to come to grips where I was like, you know what? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. It doesn't hold true. It doesn't change the fact. I mean, because if I was in a room with, let's say, 100 people, and of the 100, 15 of the people had Rolexes, 12 people had the something expensive. Let's say let's just say with every watch in the room minus mine ranked over like $10,000 or better, right? And I had on less than $1,000 Pro Diver.
Yeah.
Guess what? Whatever I'm in that room for, I'm going to, if I have to get up in front of these people and talk, and be like, hey man, that dude got on a Pro Diver. Yes, sir. You can have one too. Just go over the shop, man. 6 easy value pays. You can be in the club. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about. Okay. You be happy for yourself with what you have. Okay. And as I've always said, it's mind over matter. Okay. I don't mind what you said because what you say don't matter.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you don't like what I'm wearing? That's your opinion, and you are entitled to that. I like what I'm wearing. That's why I'm wearing it. So,
hey, look. Let me see. Kyle Jet. D is here. Yup. What's up, Jason? Everybody just speaking in the chat. Yeah. Everybody speaking. Just waiting for your clothes to dry. Dinner time somewhere. Hey, can't skip dinner, man. Nope. But my biggest thing is so my message, my word to, and I just want to address this because the commenter, you know who you are because you watch my channel, and it's the only smoke you're gonna get today, and I'm gonna leave it alone. There was a commenter that had put in there in the chat, urban people have the worst taste in watches. And I laughed and I replied, somebody may take offense to that because in my mind, you just said black people got the worst tastes in watches. It's my show, so I imagine that I can only assume that you were talking about me because I wear Invicta. And I'm not going to come at you. I'm not going to come for you in the comments. I'm not going to come for you. Even if you wanted to be brave enough to come up on the panel right now and say your piece about me or anybody else collecting Invicta, it is a matter of opinion. And you are, look, if you feel like urban people got the worst taste in watches,
well, I mean, look at, you look at the folks, urban folks, you know. Urban folks that have big bucks. Do they also have the worst taste in watches? They're wearing a $500,000 Rolex or a Richard Mille or Jacob & Co.
Yep.
Okay. But they urban people. So do they have the worst taste in watches? So, what you're doing is classifying a culture. Okay. It's different if you narrow it down to say, you know what? I got these 3 brothers on my block. They got the worst taste in watches. Okay. In your opinion, they might. But now you're trying to, I basically identify a culture or a race. Saying that this whole culture, this whole race has the worst taste in watches without knowing every single person of that culture or race.
Yep. And see, that's what I was talking about, where I can't really generalize the people that I know that collect Rolex. For example, who was so I got a buddy that he works here, right? He's a police officer here. He bought his Rolex, and me and him had a conversation about it. He wore it. He said, after I got it, I didn't have the warm and fuzzies. It's like I saved up to get this watch, and it was like, but he wear his Boulevard. It was Belova, right? However you want to pronounce it, right? But then I came in with a Pro Diver, right? And it had these crazy colors on it. Yeah. He said, what is that? I said, Pro Diver. He said, what did you pay on that? I said, about $100. He said, crap, man, I spent 10,000. I was like, yo, watch better. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, let's have a real conversation. I'm not opposed to if you want to come on a panel and you say, hey, Trap, I really don't like your selection of watches, and here's why. You should try this. Give me that option to go look at some other pieces because, dude, obviously, I went on Amazon to check out some pieces, see if I like, right? I got one. I said, for $30, it's something I'll throw on. I'll probably go wear this to my job, beat it up. If it break, that's $30. I eat that up at Denny's or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But give me some options. Let me know. Like I haven't gotten the Islander yet. That's another avenue I want to go down. Get me an Island watch. Right. And there's some other places that, you know, okay, you know what? A good reference point right now is Tommy. Tommy Big Time. This dude said, hey, I got Invicta, I got Aragon. He moved it over to the side. Now he got the Island watches, he got the Squalays, and he's, you know what I'm saying? He is jumping in there and he's giving people more eyes on different brands. I think is, you know what I think is so unique about that, is so dope, is because he was, think about his name, Tommy Big Time. Big watches, you know what I'm saying? This man started his channel with the 63 millimeter Grand Octane or Grand Arsenal for you guys that's old school. And he dumbed that all the way down. Now he's rocking 42 millimeter timepieces. You talking about a complete 180. You feel me? Yeah. So now it's like I got a reference point. Like I could just call him, hey, Tommy, what do you think about this? So like that Tissot, I think it was the V8, whatever it was. Right. He was upset he got it. He was like, man, this watch it ain't got hacking, ain't got screw down crown. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of bit the bullet on that one, you know what I'm saying? But again, I give him credit because he's trying something different. He's trying something new.
I know you're gonna be live.
Who's next?
I just want to know.
Oh, is it something we got to do?
$35 an hour for 2 hours.
Okay, yeah. Well, we can.
It started at 8.
At 8? Oh yeah, we'll be done in like, cause we'll be done. Go ahead and accept it. Yeah, we got work to do, but yeah, let's see. Hold on, let me get into the comments before we. Okay, I got my latest piece the other day. Oh, really?
That's nice.
Wow. And you know what? But see, here's the deal. Here's the deal, D. Is if that's the watch that you got that because you said based off your comments, I know you buy what you love. Yeah. And it's something, you know what I'm saying? And I respect the heck out of that. Let me see, surprising that they would know. And that's cool too with like somebody, if you just got a watch just off the wall, like some random watch, and they're like, oh, I know what that is. But see, the thing about with Invicta, that's like anybody know what an Invicta is. You walk out and you got a Venom on. I see you, boy, or you got a Magnum on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you buy one of those pieces that are like, it's a signature piece, it looks a little different. And somebody like, oh man, I know what that is. Because like before, I've heard of what a Squale was, but I didn't know exactly.
Right.
Wasn't.
Hey, we cool, come on. Don't worry about that, man. We cool. Look, it's all love in this family. You know, we can talk about each other and stuff like that. Ain't no hard feelings here, especially not from me.
We just purchase what we can afford. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm from Detroit, and I think I have pretty good taste in watches, mostly Rolex, Omega, Grand Seiko. Hey, let me tell you something. When I worked at K Jeweler, this guy brought his Grand Seiko in to get repaired, and it had this rose red dial on it. And I was like, when I saw it, I said, "Oh my gosh." He said, have you ever seen a Grand Seiko? I said, just on pictures. I've never seen one in person. He said, take it for a spin, is what he told me. I held that watch. I said, oh my God. This is like the Holy Grail. That thing was beautiful. Man, I'm sold on Grand Seiko, man. A couple of tags, AP. You got an AP? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I would love to have you up someday. Oh my gosh, man. Let me know. We're doing next month. We're doing State of the Collection. So if you want to participate, and I'm asking for watch collectors. Yeah. This isn't just an Invicta club of watches collectors. This is watch. I want to see watch collectors flat out. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come on, man, just let me know.
Yeah,
You're more than
Seiko
welcome.
is what got me into Invicta.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we know what got you in Invicta. Somebody got a severe headache.
Hey, falling from that altitude, yeah. But they got a good watch out of it.
Yeah, I bet you they wearing that to this day, right on their skull. They be like, hey, let me see my daddy has Rolex though. Gotta say it's pretty cool. Hey, and I know. So I heard a story where I'm not gonna put his name out there because he may not want anybody to know this, but he won a Rolex or something like that, or maybe he bought it from his job, but it was something that happened how he got it. And he was like, all right, cool. And he put it up, right? He put in like a little bowl or something like that, put it in a cupboard and went on about his business and forgot about the watch for years. But he collects Invicta like crazy, right? And it was like, he went back to it, was like, oh, I forgot I had a Rolex. And I was like, it doesn't mean anything to everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a Submariner. And we got some. Now, on 2018 cruise, he know who he is. If he ever watched this show, I'm not going to bust him out. He's sitting there displaying all these Invicta watches. Real nice timepieces. He got some crazy stuff, some crazy designs. And I said, hey, what's your watch of the day? And he did this. As he pulled up his suit sleeve, he had a beautiful, beautiful Pepsi bezel Submariner on. I was like, you got a Rolex on the Invicta cruise. I was cracking up. He said, don't tell nobody. I said, no, you good, bro. I said, what would you like? What would you like?
There's a COVID outbreak on the corner of
Yeah, I hear you. Everything needs to go from here. Hey, and again, this is what it comes down to: is you wear what you love. But I really wanted to emphasize on this show today. I've talked to a number of you guys personally, and even those people that pass by and look, man. If you're in a position where you ashamed of the watch you wear, you ashamed of the jewelry you wear or the shoes that you rocking, man, you buy what you can afford, man. Will you ever get to that point where you can wear the watch that Jay-Z got on or Kevin Hart or I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? These people are nine figures. These people are making millions of dollars, man. There's no way for you to keep up with that. You can't. Yeah, like don't beat yourself up over it, man. If a person can't accept you for who you are, then that person don't need to be in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they're missing out on your characteristics and where you are at your core. I hate that because I can't honestly do this show without knowing, and I'll never tell the stories that go on behind the scenes, but I do know that they exist.
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean, and that's like another one of my sayings that I had growing up, accept me for who I am, not for who you want me to be.
Yes.
So.
And I just, you know what I'm saying? Can we get Craig on that cruise? These peeps are millionaires, and they are, and there is impossible. And I wouldn't recommend you take out a line of credit to get the watch just to show that you have the watch.
Right.
If you're not getting it for the soul, just the pure joy of having that watch on your wrist, come on, man. Don't do that to yourself.
Exactly.
Don't do that to yourself, man. Don't ruin yourself. You know what I'm saying? And whoever your favorite YouTuber is, if you look at Nico and all these other people, you're like, man, I want that. Look, you know what? You can want a lot. But if you make $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year, and the watch that you trying to get is half of your annual salary, come on, man. Come on. You mean to tell me you gonna pay on a credit card for the next 2 or 3 years off of that?
No.
And then you like, I don't want to mess it up. I gotta put this in my safe. No, I work with a guy. He brings his Rolex out once a year. And it's just for like an event. and he take it and put it back in his safety deposit box. He's had it for 10 years. He said, I wore it 10 times. I take it out every year. I'm like, you are ludicrous. What? Right here. So let's see. Let's get into all this. I love Kev. He's my favorite YouTuber doing that trap and PK. Oh man, that's dope. I appreciate that. These peeps. I mean, there's what's up, 202. What's going on in Victor 202? Yup. So yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. If you're new here, whatever the case is, if you find value, I'm gonna just say you go ahead and join along. And if you want to join us on the State of the Collection and Godfather, I'd love to do a State of Collection with you. I really do. I think you know what that day, and I'm not gonna have a bunch of people when we do it. So I really would. I talked to Tommy Big Time. He said he's good with it. So I'm gonna see if like me, him, and Kev want to do it. Then I'll have one where maybe you do one. If you want to have somebody up there with you, you can. But I don't want to have a lot of people because I don't want to get it to overload. You know what I'm saying? Because when we doing watches, there's so many stories behind how we got our watches. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be respectful of time, and we don't want to bombard our viewers with just everything. But I think Godfather, for those
and the fact is, I want you guys to be able to eat.
Yeah, because Godfather needs this show by himself because that Instagram one that you did, ooh. So, and I would like to. I'll talk to you. We'll talk offline about that. You about okay? All right. So, hold on. Let me get to the comments. You go ahead, bro. If you got anything before we go, Godfather, go ahead and you can say it. Now I'm just getting through the comments.
Nah, man. I'm good. You know, like I said, you know, we this. You know, you say it started with a watch, and
yes, sir.
It did. You know, people talk about the Invicta community, and I tell folks, we're not a community. We are a family. Okay, we love each other, and it doesn't matter what you have, whether you have a $20 Invicta or a $2,000 Invicta. You are part of this family, and there's no judgment here. You come to this family, and if you are going to be somebody that's going to be judging other people on what they have compared to what you have, this is not the place for you. This is judgment-free zone, period.
Yep. I couldn't say it better myself, man. I appreciate that, Godfather. And hey, y'all, look, collective confidence, buy what you like. I mean, dude, I just showed you a number of my pieces. I got a number of them over here. I got a purple label. I got a blue label. I got platinum. I got all kind of stuff, man. And I love, I enjoy doing this because it brings me closer to my childhood. It brings me closer to the people that helped raise me to where I am right now. But then it also reminds me of how many people have poured into even just this show. Even this show, you know what I'm saying? Like, giving a super chat, Tommy Big Time, being a shoulder I can lean on, John Gangy, man, being a brother that in the short time that we've known, you couldn't even tell me that I ain't known this guy for years. I felt like I've known him for a long time. He just came in and just like, boom, that's what it was.
That's it.
Scott, you know what I'm saying? Scott came in.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
That's the way these folks are. This family is like that, and it's not something that you expect. It's just that something that came about.
Yep. Yep. So hit that like button. Come on. Yeah, thank you. I would have met you. Hey, Saturday, we get to holler at Kimon Lee. The champ is here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna get to do that. And then we'll get to hear, you know what I'm saying, from Dave D will be Sunday. We're doing a raffle tomorrow, and then right after my show with Kimon, we're going right over to John Gangy's channel. Just giving you guys an update. I talked to Maggie's father, Mr. Tudor, and he was just giving me an update on how she's doing and stuff like that. And she was so encouraged by you guys, the outpouring of money going into that not cash out, but the GoFundMe. And she was just like, I can't believe that. So she's going to be tuning in tomorrow and Saturday when we try to raise a little bit more money. And
Good.
again, feel free to just donate. You don't even have to buy a watch. Just feel free. $2, $1, 50 cents, $100. And I encourage you, if you are a millionaire, or if you are, look what I'm just saying, you have not because you asked not. If you got $150,000 that you can write off right now, I'm going to ask that you go over there to her GoFundMe and help her out. We'll go into more details about that tomorrow on the show when I open up. I'll give you guys some updates. Been talking to her. She got some stuff that Dad was telling me. I'll see what I can talk about because there's some stuff is personal because me and him talking back and forth. But when it comes to her health and stuff like that, I'm just gonna ask that you guys be mindful. Even if you can actually leave a message of encouragement on her page. And I'm actually, even if you don't give anything, give her a word of encouragement because this is a bad situation in itself. So when I started my collection, my first diver watches were Invictus. I think I had 6 of them. I ended up selling them off to people who would be giving them more wrist time. Yeah, hey, that's how I got some of my watches. That's how I get like somebody like this belonged to DK over there on Simucon Reviews. It's in my collection now. I've been wearing the mess off this watch. Matter of fact, oh look, all right, this is over. It's over. Hey, you Godfather, you know what it is, man. I can't even play with it, man. I am love this channel for thanks for oh man, much love, bro. Clark, hey Clark, you missed out, man. We need to get your address too, Clark. We need to get your address. Since you're gonna be here, Clark, we got to make this official, man, because you family now. You know what I'm saying? You in this thing, and if you in here, you family. Whether you a part of the membership or if you just stopping by to watch, I consider you family. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, let me see. Do you have any Invictus in the collect nowadays? Is DK in the house? DK is not in here. I didn't see DK.
No, I haven't seen him in here.
Yeah, he's probably doing daddy duties. You know what I'm saying? Daddy, or maybe doing some content. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Much love to DK. If you catch, he always go and watch videos on the replay. But that's our show for the day. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming up here with me, bro.
Hey,
it's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to be on with you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
This is family. Two brothers, just talking about whatever.
Hey, before we go, Kimon said, what you got on right now?
Actually, nothing.
He watchless.
And the reason why, I just got out of the shower, man.
Oh, he fresh and clean. Now he smell like Kimon.
Now, if I got out of the shower and I was getting ready to go out the house, I'm throwing on a watch. Even if I'm going to go check my mail, I'm throwing on a watch. I can't leave the house without one on.
Oh, and that is D. That's for a whole different show. I got that show coming up. What's in rotation? We're going to talk about that, and I'll show you what watches are in my rotation on a regular basis. But that show will only be successful with you guys participating on that one. So when that drops, you know what I'm saying, be free to come up and tell me, what do you have in rotation? I don't care if you got 9,000 watches. What do you wear most? So, family, I appreciate you again, man. Cliff said naked. Yo, wrist naked. Thank you for participating. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing more than much love. Be blessed, man. And I see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace.